Lampstand, Apocrypha in the garden. I apologize for my mispronunciation. Some of these words are not in my mother tongue, and names of people. I'm focusing on this variegated gladioli because I think it's beautiful. Tobit 4. Tobit gives instructions to his son. That same day, Tobit remembered the money that he had left in trust with Gabriel at Rages in Media, and he said to himself, "Now that I have asked for death, why do I not call my son Tobiah and explain to him about this money before I die?" Then he called his son Tobiah, and when he came to him, he said, "Give me a proper burial. Honor your mother, and do not abandon her all the days of her life. Do whatever pleases her, and do nothing that makes her unhappy. Remember her, my son, because she faced many dangers for you while you were in her womb. And when she dies, bury her beside me in the same grave. Be mindful of the Lord all your days, my son, and refuse to sin or to transgress his commandments. Do what is right all the days of your life, and do not walk in the ways of wrongdoing. For those who act honestly will prosper in all their activities. To all those who practice righteousness, give alms according to your circumstances, my son, and do not turn your face away from anyone who is poor. Then the face of God will not be turned away from you. Act according to what you have, my son. If you have much, give alms from it. If you have little, give alms in accordance with what you have. Do not be afraid, my son, to give alms. You will be laying up a good treasure for yourself against a day of need. For almsgiving delivers from death and keeps you from going into the darkness. Indeed, almsgiving for all who practice it is an excellent offering in the presence of the Most High. Beware, my son, of every kind of sexual immorality. First of all, marry a woman from among the descendants of your ancestors. Do not marry a foreign woman who is not of your father's tribe, for we are the descendants of prophets and true-born sons of prophets. The first prophet was Abraham, then Isaac and Jacob, our ancestors of old. Remember, my son, that these all took wives from among their kindred. They were blessed in their children, and their posterity will inherit the land. So now, my son, love your kindred, and in your heart do not be so arrogant against the daughters of the members of your people as to refuse to take one of them as a wife. For in arrogance there is ruin and great confusion, and in idleness there is loss and dire poverty, because idleness is the mother of famine. Do not keep over until the next day the wages of those who work for you, but pay them their wages the same day, and let not the pay of those among you be delayed overnight. Your pay will not be kept over if you serve God faithfully. Watch yourself, my son, in everything you do, and discipline yourself in all your conduct. And what you hate, do not do to anyone. May no evil go with you on the day. May no evil go with you on any of your way. Give some of your food to the hungry, and some of your clothing to the naked. Give all your surplus as alms, my son, and do not let your eye begrudge your giving of alms. Pour out your food and your wine on the grave of the righteous, but do not give it to sinners. Seek advice from every wise person, and do not be disdainful. since any counsel is useful. At all times bless God, and ask him that your ways may be made straight, and that all your paths and plans may prosper. For no nation has good counsel, but the Lord himself gives it. Whom he wants to, he exalts, and whom he wants to, he casts down to Hades below. So now, my son, remember these commandments of mine, and do not let them be erased from your heart. And now, my son, let me explain to you that I left 10 talents of silver in trust with Gabriel, son of Gabrias, at Rages in Media. Do not be afraid, my son, because we have become poor. You have great wealth if you fear God, and flee from every sin, and do what is good in the sight of the Lord your God. God bless you.